Nigeria is eating up her own. Just when you think you have seen the last of it, we hear that 177 worshippers were kidnapped during a church service in Kaduna. It might sound strange to you, but this is reality. And this is what most Nigerians have to live through on a daily basis. As if that one is not bad enough or was not bad enough. The authority, those in charge who are supposed to swing into action or even prevent this from happening in the first place, comes out to deny that such ever happened. In fact, some useless, clowns, as always, came out to say those who made this post should actually be arrested. They should provide evidence of such happenings in a sane country, You are, saying they should go after those who came out to say we were kidnapped, or our family members, our church members were kidnapped. You said they should be arrested and they should come and explain. And now that the cat is finally out of the bag, evidences have started surfacing on how and where the kidnappings took place. The names of those kidnapped have been released. And suddenly, those who were busy shouting, arrest those who are pushing fake news and propaganda, have suddenly gone silent and gone quiet. You all know what you're doing in this country, but don't worry. Bad governance is a leveler. It's like a vicious circle moving around. It will eventually catch up with you guys. The monster you support today will eventually eat you up. And when that happens, we'll be here to tell that story. Now let's watch a particular video regarding this.
Kai na kuka so kai ku nan bayan dutsen nan hala. Yawa. San ba za su yi nisa da wurin nan ba. Suka kawo ku kuma a mutane ba da yawa. Yi ma wango. Na zo. Na safe. Yamma.
Wallahi sai da lokacin da na samu na kofsi da mun kai inda sun koyi mutane wannan da yarinya na hannu so da mun kai wurin mutum da muna da yawa to kwata-kwata wasu gidaje fadin state na gidan ba zai wuce kofar nan ba to da mun kai tun da muna da yawa mun yi cukun su sai na dan na doje na shiga cikin wani daki ne da na shiga daki na sai na.
Welcome back. And this is another video on this particular incident.
I think one of the reasons why you are seeing figures flying today is because in the communication yesterday, in order to refute this story, there was a claim that, okay, if it really happened, show us the name. And before 5 a.m., the names were already flying everywhere.
So how many were there?
See, a lot of people were kidnapped. That's the truth about it.
Right.
So what we still keep discussing with government and security agencies is that let's not debate too much about number. Let's focus about were people kidnapped? Yes.
Yeah, but you have to know
were
the number in order to know how to rescue.
The numbers you also read earlier actually is a clear cut of the number. Because,
163.
Yeah, because some had to escape and return. So these are the issues we keep trying to...
So at what point, I don't mean to interrupt you, but we've got to move on. At what point did you reports the incident to the security agency?
See, the moment the incident happened, security agencies were informed. I think that's why we were a little bit worried and angry. How could security agents be informed and only to come out later and deny? How could security agencies even send a signal about this, which they know they do, and only to come out and say? So, you see, our very hard-working governor may probably have gotten the wrong information from them.
Right, but
they're ordinarily supposed to tell him, yes, we got this information.
But the security authorities say they, according to their statement, that they visited the area and found no evidence of an attack. So why is your account so different from that of the security agency?
That's the most unfortunate statement coming from them. And I really sympathize with Governor Uba, who is making effort to make things work, and just have such statements coming from people who ordinarily will say, okay, we have a clear information about this. Let's do something. But to say it never happened. I've asked questions several. I've even asked them, how did you come about even saying those things? I'll give you one example. The council chairman who came to say he was there, he was the first to even give us the figure. So we are also shocked to hear him publicly saying he didn't know about it. He was the first to come there and give us the right figure because we did not even have a figure. So, you see, so many things happen. That's why we just realized that there was a wrong communication either by them and then, unfortunately, to the Security Council, and which fell, probably they know better. But there is something that I've given the foundation of our conversation here, that the Christian Association have a fantastic network. Before I will ever say a word, I have more than enough evidence to prove that that story is true. So we have done that for decades and have never failed. And I'm not saying we will fail even on this matter.
Are you then suggesting that the security forces are mistaken or that they are withholding information?
Let me take the mistaken. If I accuse them of withholding, it will be bad for their image. But if I accuse them of mistaken, we have possibility of dialogue to understand what went wrong. So we will then begin to discuss, because there's something about security men. When things are right, they are your friends. When things are bad, you are angry at them. So since you still have another day to still need them and they will need you every day, so let's mind the kind of language we speak to them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Sensitive issues like this must be thorough and must not be treated with kid gloves.
Welcome back. Are you not tired already? When will enough truly be enough? For those of you still supporting this country, collecting gigs of debt to push agendas and to claim that certain happenings in Nigeria are not real, your day is coming. But I'm not surprised. A government that can actually deny the Christian genocide in Nigeria and can pay $9 million to a leftist to push agenda that one Emeka Agbalusi, a screwdriver seller, a common screwdriver seller, was actually trying to create a pathway of insecurity through the north. If you can come up with that bullshit, definitely 177 persons is just nothing for you to, easily deny. When will enough truly be enough? When will Nigerians rise up and say, you know what, we are tired of dying. We are tired of getting kidnapped in our farmlands, in our churches, in our homes, in our marketplaces, in our farms. When you speak up, they try to shut you up. Our president is busy running Health Secretary Escata, trying to change the narrative that nothing is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria is like heaven. And this is where we are at, spending our hard-earned taxpayers' money, $9 million, to some useless people to come up with the most useless story in recent times. You all know what you're doing. Don't worry, we'll eventually get to your turn. Let's have your thoughts rolling in the comment section. See you around. Bye-bye.